Shedeur Sanders is going to be absolutely insane in a few years for the Birmingham Stallions. A quote surfaced yesterday from an NFL coach interviewing for the draft saying that Shedeur was brash and arrogant. Really don't know why this is a surprise to anyone. I mean, this kid was a cocky, stuck-up fool his entire time at Colorado, and it really won't change when he gets to the NFL. The only real difference here is that his dad won't be there to pump up his ego and save his face in the media when he makes a mistake. And Shedeur's tendency to dump a loss on his team in the media is going to lead to his downfall as a quarterback. That worked at Colorado. It was a losing program literally just made to make two players look good, and when you lose a game, the only purpose in the media is for you to save face for you and Travis Hunter. But when you get to the NFL and you're throwing picks and you're struggling on a bad team, you can't go out in the media and say, hey, it was my offensive line's fault. The other quarterback has a better offensive line. That's just not going to fly. It only flew at Colorado just because his dad didn't care and still wanted to pump him up to look like the best player he could, which makes sense from Deion's perspective. I mean, this was the most overrated college football team of all time. They were 1-9 against ranked opponents with the Heisman playing both ways and a supposed QB1 in the upcoming draft. This team was nothing near special, but they pumped him up to be this amazing squad that had a chance at doing something in the playoff. And now that leaves Shedeur Sanders. He's going to struggle mightily in the NFL when he realizes that he's not the only guy on the franchise that people care about. Not to mention, I think he's an underwhelming prospect physically. I mean, he's not fast enough to be a dual threat QB. He has an over-reliance on his arm talent, which doesn't usually fly in the NFL like it does in college. And he's just not that good of a quarterback. I mean, Cam Ward dominated him in every statistical measure last year, but they still gave it to him because ESPN thinks that he's the greatest player ever. So that's pretty much just the consensus among casual football fans. So Birmingham Stallions, you're a few years away from your next QB1 of the future.